So chat, we have made it. We have made it to the gauntlet in Mount Pyre. We don't have a solution for it yet, unfortunately, but today my goal is to get that solution. I tried to prepare a little bit of the battles. I looked into it. I tried to make a line. I thought it worked, and then I reviewed it, and I found some problems with it. I found what I thought was a relatively riskless line that only used one scale. This scale made it so it was a 1 in 350 that a Scavalier dies, but it still works no matter what. But I found some problems. Kingdra can focus energy on the switch here. Hydro Bump can miss. But if it critical hits, then it could be a random move on a Gliscopod, and then we don't get a Sucker Punch, deal extra damage, so Noivern can't kill. Anyways, there's a bunch of nonsense. Anyways, it's tricky. The goal for today is this. I would like to beat the Gauntlet in Mount Pyre. Now, what is the Gauntlet in Mount Pyre? Well, I'm glad you asked. In Mount Pyre, those holes that you can fall down? Well, you fall down in those holes, and you're trapped until you beat Psychic Kayla, Black Belt Xander, Aqua Grunt 1 and Aqua Grunt 2. You have to fight those without going back to the Pokemon Center. And this fight and this fight, you do not get to heal in between. So your team of 6 not only needs to defeat 14 Pokemon, but 7 of those Pokemon, you don't even get a break. That is what we've been stuck on for a while. It's been a problem. It's been very difficult. I'm sure after the Gauntlet, it'll get much easier, because there won't be some weird gimmick effect like the opponents have permanent Tailwind, but we'll see. Chat, I wish I knew less. I was watching Peachal and Flygon's fights to see if they had any interesting ideas, and the interesting idea that I saw was blissful ignorance. They were making mistakes that they weren't even aware of, and it was just such a happy, easy fight. Like, I'm gonna show you guys this, because I was watching it and I was screaming. Because I was like, this bro just had a 1% chance to lose the entire run, and he just didn't even know. No one in his chat told him. Like, look at this. Look at this. Right here.
Last is Gyarados. This has Bright Powder, but we have Wide Lens, so it should counter it out. Thunderbolt, because we got this to 31 IV, always kills. Gyarados is Gyara dead. All right, that's the Gauntlet defeated Deathless. We did it. Almost played myself there with Beware. I think if Beware goes down there, that's a run-defining loss, because Beware is probably my answer into this Pyre tag, right? Wasn't that the Gyarados with Bright Powder? Yeah, we got Wide Lens, Dre.
Why couldn't that be me? Why could I just not know that there was a 1% chance for him to freaking wipe? Because look at it. Bright Powder makes moves 90% accurate. Wide Lens only gives 10% accuracy boost, which makes it a 99% chance. There was just a 1% chance he lost his Lotus Seed, and then everything else was outsped and just killed. And he's just so happy. He's like, no, Wide Lens is good. Why couldn't that be me? Why can't we be blissfully ignorant? Why did you guys have to tell me that Wide Lens doesn't counteract Bright Powder? I wish I was him. Look at him. He's so happy. Okay, so, to prepare for this big gauntlet, we need to use one resource. We need to maximize the IV of my Slowbro. My Slowbro's HP, it's a really low IV, and if we use a heart scale, one of our 5 or 6 heart scales, I can't remember, we do maximize his HP. It's great because Slowbro is a great Pokemon to use that on, but apparently we can maximize the IVs of Slowbro. It's like not a terrible decision for the future. HP is a great stat to maximize, and we're doing it on Lobster, a defensive Pokemon to begin with. All right, Lobster is going to get its HP maximized, one of our very precious heart scales we're using. It has very low HP, so its HP was like, I think 8 HP before, and now it's going up to 31 on its stats. HP. You want to maximize your Lobster's HP? Yes. All right, so that was step 1. The next thing we need to do to prepare is we need to burn our Corviknight. So we're going to go in, we're going to apply status. We need to burn Corviknight. And this is so we're able to properly PP stall a Corsola in the first fight. We also need to pre-damage a Scavalier to 104 HP, which I will be doing now. We haven't done the gauntlet. We have a line. This is the only thing that I was planning to do today. If there's an encounter immediately after the gauntlet, we'll get that. In Mount Pyre, there is one thing we need to do. One thing left, and that is we need to fake Tears Tutor onto Corviknight. I come every day. People expect me to mourn over his death and cry, so I learned to fake it. In reality, I'm glad he's gone. How about I teach one of your Pokemon to move fake Tears? Yes. So Licorice is able to learn it. And we do have a flex slot on this Corviknight with Hidden Power now, because that's a relearnable move forever. So we can just swap it out whenever we want. So Hidden Power is going away. And we're getting fake Tears. And this is to deal with the Corsola. May your Pokemon tears always be fake. If you make them cry for real, I'll be happy to introduce you to my husband. Is the line riskless? Absolutely not. And we're risking 7 out of 15 crits on a Dragonite, which is just not going to happen, I'm sure. Or 2 crits at a really, really, really bad time that have low odds of happening anyways. How are you feeling? Nervous? About as nervous as anyone would be? It's time to start the gauntlet. We are taking risks in this gauntlet. It is 4 fights with no Pokemon Center access in between. We have 6 Pokemon that need to defeat 14 in a row. The first 2 battles, you get a break in between. You get a break in between the first and the second and the third. But the third battle and the fourth battle are back-to-back. You don't get to change your team. You don't get to heal your team. And that was the trouble. That's what took us many hours to figure out. But thanks to the combined effort of chat and some incredible ideas, I think we've figured out a way through it. Let's see if it works. We are taking some risks. I believe it's later on. The main risks come in at the last fight of the gauntlet, as long as we planned everything correctly. So we'll see. All right, let's jump into the gauntlet. This is a very scary section where if something goes wrong in one of the early battles, we could just lose. We could just lose. We're down. Ooh, piece of candy. Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Pyre Gauntlet done. I'm literally about to start it. Oh my god, we're getting so many... What is this? Ghost Gem. You guys didn't tell me we got a Ghost Gem here? 6 of my Pokemon versus 14 of theirs. And it starts right now. Ah ha 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 ha! This is no place for children, least of all you. Okay. She looks like a child. Anyways, Golduck. This Golduck has a Life Orb and Hydro Pump, Focus Blast, Ice Beam, and Psychic. The way that we figured out how to solve this is it cannot kill us with 2 Hydro Pump crits. It deals 48% with a crit, so it cannot kill us with both. So we start by using Future Sight, which will deal at least 50% as we take a Hydro Pump, guaranteed. It has 8 Hydro Pumps because it's its first move and it has been PP maxed. It's taken 10% of its HP. Now, all we do is we click the slack off button until Future Sight hits and Life Orb kills itself. And this is a strategy you're going to be seeing a lot in this gauntlet, where we just sit here and click slack off for a while. All right, there's the Future Sight. It deals up to 60%. What? And now it just needs to hit me 2 more times. So we just hit slack off. And we should be able to kill this Golduck on full HP, which was important. Before this fight, we did use a heart scale to maximize the HP, specifically so this Golduck crit Hydro Pumps doesn't 2-shot. All right. Good. All right. I do get my slack off, right? Before the next Pokemon comes in? Fantastic. All right, so because we're at 100% HP, Mandibuzz should come in. Yes. All right. Sweet. And now I don't have any item. The problem with this Mandibuzz is that it has Infestation, which can just completely trap me. It also has Foul Play, but it has Knockoff. Knockoff is the bad one. Because we're using some very valuable items. Without an item on Lobster, Foul Play always does more damage. But there's always a chance that it uses Infestation and traps me. So we're going to switch in Escargot to take the Foul Play or the Infestation. So we switch in the Escargot on the Foul Play or the Infestation. It did use Foul Play. Okay. Escargot is okay. That was never a kill. We pre-damaged that much where an Infestation would have brought me down to a Foul Play kill range. We have Shell Armor. It could never have crit. If it used Infestation, we gave Escargot a Shed Shell to always switch out of the Infestation. But now, Mandibuzz is... Okay. It cannot use Infestation here. It cannot use Infestation here because Foul Play or Knockoff will kill. We missed a small detail. If we got brought down to 4 HP, it could have Infestationed on this switch. Luckily, that is not the case. It does not see a kill with Infestation, so it cannot use it. So we'll be using Knockoff or Foul Play. So we'll switch in Sashimi on that. So we needed to switch in Sashimi to intimidate this Mandibuzz. This Mandibuzz is now intimidated to lower its attack as it uses Foul Play. We take a boatload of damage. That's fine. And now, because its attack is lowered, it sees that Knockoff deals less damage, so it pretty much just always Foul Plays here. It could also Infestation. But that's fine. We just didn't want it to use Knockoff ever against Taco. Knockoff there would not have been bad. Taco's just holding a Citrus Berry. So Cloyster's going to come in on an Infestation or a Foul Play. It's holding a Never Melt Ice, so we're good. Taco is in. There's the Infestation. That is A-okay. Because we take just a little bit of damage. And now we will Icicle Spear to deal a lot of damage, as this is guaranteed to use Foul Play on me, no matter what. But not Knockoff, because it's at -1 attack. And Icicle Spear will not kill. Unless we get crits. Oh, it killed. No, it didn't. Never mind. Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We have Ice Shard. So now Ice Shard finishes it off. We needed the Never Melt Ice to kill Mandibuzz after Icicle Spear and Ice Shard. So, yeah. We just outspeed and kill it now. Alright, now. I believe Bronzong comes in next. We planned out this fight where after the Golduck, literally anyone could come in. Because there was some fiction with the Golduck where if we got a ton of crits, we could be on low HP. And Corsola could have come in, or like even Bronzong in some situations. Maybe? I can't remember. But I believe Bronzong comes in now. If it doesn't come in, we have a plan. Okay, Bronzong comes in. I believe we still have a plan. So now Taco can quite simply just Pokemon. Sprout just switches in on Bronzong and kills it. No matter what Bronzong does here, I think it should be using Body Press, because I believe it does see a kill with Body Press. It could Iron Defense. It's fine either way. There's the Iron Defense. Because it's at +2, it will now deal a lot of damage with Body Press. Fortunately, 2 Earthquakes still kill. And because 2 Earthquakes still kill, it will never use another will never use another Iron Defense. So, we're free to Earthquake, as it will be using Body Press to deal 44%-ish. There's the Body Press. And then one more Earthquake finishes this off. And now, Corsola. The tricky little guy. Corsola is weird because it has Eviolite. It has 100 defense normally and 100 special defense. This, and it has pretty low HP. Corsola is evil because it has Nightshade, which deals just a consistent amount of damage, Will-O-Wisp, and Toxic, and Strength Sap. This thing is just unkillable because it just Strength Saps your Pokemon until you can't kill it anymore. And it statuses it. Like, it's very difficult to take this out. The way we figured out how to kill it was with our burned Licorice. We switch in Corviknight. And this we have to play very, very carefully. There's no one way to play this section, I think. Or there is one way to play this, but essentially, it's always going to Nightshade. And it's always going to Nightshade because we're burned, so it can't Will-O-Wisp Toxic, and it can't Strength Sap because it hasn't lost any HP. So what we do now is we are going to PP stall all of its Nightshades. So once I get below half health, I roost. Until then, I'm going to use Defog or Fake Tears. So, what we're going to do is we are going to Fake Tears because a burn plus a Nightshade does not take us out. So, we need to count. That is 1 Nightshade as we Fake Tears. That is 2 Nightshades. We will now be using Roost. We'll be using Roost to survive the next Nightshade. This is the second time our Licorice has PP stalled the Pokemon. And it is not the last. Alright, we are again under half. And so we will Roost once again. That's 3 Nightshades. Do we have enough Roost to PP stall Nightshade? We're going to find out. That is 4. We won't die. We'll take 36% maximum from the burn and the Nightshade and we outspeed. Yes, okay. We Fake Tears a second time. Every turn we take about 36%. 5 Nightshades. We will now use Roost. That is Nightshade number 6. Oh, shit. Chat, we may have made a mistake. You know how I said Hydro Pump is PP max because it's the first move? This could be a problem. It's the 4th move in the calculator, but the first move in the documents. We're fine. We're fine. I've thought about it. We're fine. We're okay. I've thought it through. We are A-okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. I solved it. I solved it. But we do need to Roost. We're okay. Okay. Because we don't know which is in the first slot. Wait, I need to check something now. It is guaranteed to Nightshade now. So, we're above half health. We've used our Lepa Berry. We need to Fake Tears one more time. 4 Fake Tears lets you Oko. That's a really good point, because using 4 Fake Tears is relevant, I'm sure. The 4th one matters, I'm sure. We're above half, so we're able to Fake Tears here. Okay. All right. We have used Fake Tears 3 times, which means it is -6 special defense. This means Lobster, at full HP, can one-shot Corsola. Lobster survives 2 Nightshades guaranteed. It has more than 174 HP. So Lobster's going to come in. It has to Nightshade this turn. And then it will outspeed me the next turn. It does not matter what it does, because Psychic simply kills. And there's the fight. All right. Nothing went wrong, I'm sure. Nothing went wrong at all. 4 out of 14 Pokemon down. Riskless. Was the PP stalling necessary? The PP stalling was initially necessary if Slowbro was damaged. I was following that line just so I didn't have to use my brain. Because using your brain mid-fight is how you make mistakes. Using your brain when the pressure is there is how mistakes are made. But there was a chance that Slowbro wasn't at full HP. Anyways, for the next fight, let's swap out our items. The next fight is against Black Belt Xander. We need all of my Pokemon at full HP. So now we need to give some items, and we need to restore PP. Corviknight needs a Citrus Berry. Torterra needs a Miracle Seed. Cloyster needs a Citrus Berry. Scavalier specifically no item. Gyarados specifically no item. Slowbro needs a Twisted Spoon. All right, on to the next fight. Gyarados needs to open up. We did, I do realize I made a small misplay. I think it's fine, but I did forget that Gyarados took damage earlier in the fight. I think we'll be okay. I just need to check something. We are taking a slight risk, I have realized. On the first turn, I forgot Gyarados takes a close combat. If it gets a critical hit, it will deal 50% of my HP. And then Lucario, if it gets a special defense drop, could see kill with Focus Blast. And then if that gets... There's a line, it's about a 1 in 100, 1 in 200-ish that this fight could go bad. But there's probably ways to steer out of it. Maybe. No, there's really no steering. It's just not gonna happen. It's just gonna miss Focus Blast. Who the hell? It's just gonna miss Focus Blast. Who the hell cares? You can steer with Corviknight? No, Corviknight just baits another Focus Blast. 1% to lose the run. We'll see. It's like 1 in 1,000. 1 in 1,000. Bad luck. We missed out on details, basically. A lot needs to go wrong. And it all comes down to the first turn. So we'll know immediately if something went wrong, and we might be able to steer around it. Actually, never mind. I found a solution. There's 0 risk. God, I'm scared, but I think we just gotta go for it. Fight number 2. Give Gyarados a Citrus to be safe. It's a terrible idea, because then knockoff would be increased damage, and it could knock off on the switch, getting rid of my incredible item that I need. All right, Sawk. How about you... Yeah, no, never mind. So, chat, you know how I said it was riskless? Yeah, no, it's not riskless. I forgot. Gyarados isn't in. Yeah, I thought about it for a moment. Chat, so you know how right before the ads played I said we have a riskless line? Yeah, I misremembered. Misremember to misremember. We do actually need to take risk. It's like a 1 in 1,000, and it all depends on whether there's close combat crits or not. Thank God that was on the right option. I went to hit fight. Oh my God. It used counter. All right. We're fine. We win. Ah, what the heck? Why was it already in that menu? It's risk-free now. Yeah, I think we have a risk-free win. Okay, we switch in Licorice. I just need to double check ranges. Licorice come in. Licorice. Licorice comes in. Okay. Did my mouse just disconnect from my computer? I heard a boo boo boo. Strange. All right, close combat. This is going to deal a lot of damage. Whoa! All right, sick. Sick Sawk. So now Sawk just simply dies to Brave Bird. To Brave Bird. It dies to Brave Bird now. Brave Bird. Brave Bird. It kills. Sorry, I just needed to make sure that was all right. Good. So now Lucario should come in, and my berry should activate. Okay, yeah. It takes its time to activate after taking recoil damage. We learned that the hard way, but berry did activate, and that means Lucario is guaranteed to Focus Blast. It cannot use Stone Edge because I'm not in range, so we will be switching to Gyarados now, who is luckily on full HP because they used counter instead of close combat, and then close combat didn't crit, which is fantastic. So, Sashimi comes in on a guaranteed... Just going to triple check this. Sashimi switches in on a guaranteed Focus Blast. We intimidate it once. It focus misses, of course. Okay, it hits. Whatever, I don't care. And now, no special defense drop, please. Good, alright. It wasn't relevant, but I just didn't want to see it happen. So now it's, even after the Intimidate, it is guaranteed to use Stone Edge. Stone Edge is its highest damaging move against me, and luckily, Sprout, quite simply put, takes the Stone Edge pretty well. Can't get crit. Shell Armor is a real thing that we have. So, just gonna take a Stone Edge here real quick. Bah! Fantastic. And now it will use Focus Blast. I'm sure it's gonna miss though, right? It's gonna miss? You think it's gonna... I bet it's gonna miss. Anyways, yeah, Earthquake just kills here. Because it deals 134%. So. Focus Blast. 56% of my HP could be gone here. What? That's why we didn't want to take 2 Focus Blasts, because 2 of those would have killed. It hit 2 of them. I know, it's crazy, right? Alright, now. This throw sucks. Get it? Anyways, because we 2-shot it with Wood Hammer, because we're holding a Miracle Seed, it will never use Bulk Up, because we outspeed and we 2-shot. So, we're able to switch in Lobster on a guaranteed attack. And Lobster is holding the Twisted Spoon. Why, you ask? It is not so it kills. It is so it thinks we can kill. Future Sight kills sometimes with a Twisted Spoon. But the AI just assumes it always is about to get killed, so it will never use Bulk Up. Does Throwaway clothes, or is that his body? I think those are clothes that is made from the stuff in the... Anyways. So yeah, now this throw is faster, and it can 3-shot crit me. But because it's faster, I can just slack off until I'm at full HP. Barring infinite crits in a row, I think. No matter what. Yeah. Yeah, I think this was just a guaranteed win. Because we just slack off until we're at full HP. And then even if we get crit 3 times or 2 times, we're totally safe. So yeah. The throw will never set up because it thinks we kill with Future Sight. I don't want to use Future Sight because that takes too long. So I can just use Psychic twice now. And because we're slower, Payback and Revenge never deal the double damage. Because Payback does not have negative priority. I believe. It shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, because we're slower, it's actually a good thing. Because Payback doesn't get the double damage, so then this will 2-shot. And we just click Psychic a second time. Alright, and that is the easy part of the gauntlet down. Because the next part of the gauntlet is just straight up evil. 7 Pokemon. All of them are threats. And you don't get a break in between the battles. Ooh, piece of candy. You do not get a break in between the battles.